Hello everyone. Welcome to listen to Module 1 and 2 about the foundation of curriculum. Our talking point of this session will be the major foundation of the curriculum. So after the session, you will be able to identify the different foundation of curriculum and explain how each foundation influences the curriculum development. So there are four major foundations of curriculum: the philosophical, historical, psychological, and social. So let's start with philosophical foundation. Educators, teachers, and educational planners and policymakers must have a philosophy or strong belief about education and schooling and the kind of curriculum in the teacher's classroom or learning environment. So, philosophy provides educator, teachers, curriculum makers with framework for planning, implementing, evaluating curriculum in school. It helps answering what school are for, what subjects are important, how students should learn, and what materials and methods should be used. In decision making, philosophy provides the starting point and will be used for the implementer use the succeeding decision making. The philosophy of curriculum planner, implementer, and evaluator reflect his or life experiences, common belief, social background, and education. So, the various of activities in school are influenced in one way or another by a philosophy. John Dewey influenced use of learning by doing, he being a pragmatist or two an essentialist. The focus on the fundamentals of reading, writing, and arithmetic are the essential subject in the curriculum. So, there are four proponent educational philosophies. First is perennialism, essentialism, progressivism, and reconstructionism. So, let's start with perennialism by Plato, Aristotle, or Thomas Aquinas. Perennialism teaches concept and focuses on knowledge and the meaning of knowledge. So, the aim of education is to educate the rational person and to cultivate the intellect. So, this is the main aid of perennialism of education. The role of education: teachers help students think with reason or critical thinking. So, the focus in the curriculum is classical subject, literary analysis, and curriculum is enduring or constant. So, the curriculum trained is use of great books like Bible, Quran, and classic, and return to liberal arts. So, the second proponent of philosophy is essentialism by William Bagley of 1874 to 1946. So, it is an educational theory that believes that the purpose of schooling is to impart the necessary knowledge, skills, and attitudes to enable young people to function as fully developed human beings in the modern world. So, the aim of education is to promote the intellectual growth of learners to become a competent person. So, if you can see previously, the aim of perennialism is to educate the rational person, just a rational person. But in essentialism, you are now promoting the intellectual growth of individual. So, the role of education: teachers are sole authorities in subject area. The focus and the curriculum is essential skills of 3 R's and essential subjects. So, the essential subjects like English, science, history, and math and foreign language. And that is why, until now, there are still focuses and main essential subject, the English, science, history, and math alone. So, until now, essentialism is existing. So, the curriculum trend is to back to basic, excellence in education, and cultural literacy. So, that is actually essentialism is all about. So the third proponent of philosophy is progressivism. So it is by John Dewey of 1859 to 1952. So it is the idea that students learn best from what they consider the relevant in their lives. So the aim of education is to promote democratic social living. The role of education, teachers lead through growth and development of lifelong learners. The focus and the curriculum is interdisciplinary subject, learner-centered and outcome-based. The trend is the equal opportunities for all constituencies curriculum humanistic education. So the fourth proponent is Reconstructionism. So educators focuses on a curriculum that highlight and social reform as the aim of education. So the aim of education is to improve and reconstruct society, education for change. It is more of, of going beyond what is expecting of oneself. The role of education, teacher acts as agent of change and reform. If you can see the difference of Reconstructionism and previous one, which is the progressivism, is actually a mere teacher still plays a vital role or conducting change in educational project. So the focus is present and future educational landscape, and the trend is school and curricular reform, global education, collaboration, and convergence standards and competencies. So, entrance, it's more of progressing student, not only focus inside the classroom but extending oneself to global education to the society. And that is all about the philosophy of foundation of education. So in this foundation, we talk about what is the basis of the philosophical foundation of curriculum and also the four educational philosophy like the perennialism, essentialism, progressivism, and reconstructionism. So now, at this time, let's try to focus the next major foundation of curriculum, the historical foundation. So, the historical foundation will show to use the chronological development along a timeline. Reading materials will tell us that curriculum development started when Franklin Babbitt in 1876 to 1956 wrote the book Curriculum. So, the first person and their contribution and theories and principles. The first person is Franklin Babbitt. Franklin Babbitt is a professor of educational administration at the University of Chicago. He developed two famous books, The Curriculum of 1918 and How to Make Curriculum of 1924. So Franklin Babbitt, he started the curriculum development. Curriculum is a science that emphasizes students' need. Curriculum prepares learners for adult life, and objectives and activities should group together when tasks are clarified. But Babbitt noted that it compromised school experiences that educators constructed to enable children to attain these objectives. So the second person is Warwick Charters of 1875 to 1952. So Warwick Charters born in Hartford, Ontario in Canada. So like Babbitt, he posited that curriculum is science and emphasizes students' need. Objectives and activities should match subject matter or content relates to objectives. Charter's most significant education to the field of curriculum development same in the form of his activity and analysis approach to the curriculum construction. Activity analysis essentially involves a specification of tasks or activities involved in any social activity. So the next person is William Kilpatrick. He was a proponent of educator of early to mid 20th century. It is a colleague of John Dewey and a proponent of Dewey's educational model. According to William Kilpatrick, curricula are purposeful activities which are child-centered. The purpose of the curriculum is child development and growth. Curriculum develops social relationship and small group instruction. So, he introduced project method wherein teachers and students plan the activities. The progressivist aspect of this method was the constant revision of the curriculum based on student need and interest. The curriculum was developed by the students. So the next person is Harold Urag by 1886 to 1960. He was born in Fitchburg, Massachusetts, the son of carpenter. Urag applied his training, the reassessing how curriculum was created. So, Harold Urag, his first major work is The Child and Centered School, which described the historical and contemporary basis for child-centered education. This work has a major impact on progressive education. According to Harold Wright, curriculum should develop the whole child. With a statement of objective and related learning activities, curriculum should produce outcome. And he emphasized social studies and suggested that the teacher plans curriculum in advance. So the next person is Hollis Caswell. He was an American educator, organized around social function of teams, organized knowledge and learners' interest. Curriculum instruction and learners are interrelated, and he stated that curriculum is a set of experiences. Subject matter is developed around social function and learners' interest. So the next person is Ralph Tyler. He is the foremost educator for 20th century and is considered by many to be the grand old man of educational research. So, he stated that curriculum is a science and extension of school's philosophy. Curriculum is always related to instructions. Subject matter is organized in terms of knowledge, skills, and values. The process of emphasizes problem solving. The curriculum aims to educate generalists and not specialists. So Tyler believed that learning should be meaningful to the students, that it should be thought through, appropriately designed to organize learning experiences. So the next is Hilda Taba. She contributed to the theoretical and pedagogical foundation of concepts development and critical thinking in social studies curriculum, and she helped lay the foundation for diverse students population. So Peter Oliva, he described curriculum change as a cooperative endeavor. Teachers and curriculum specialists constitute the professional core of planners, and significant improvement is achieved through the group activity. So that's all. Thank you.